welcome to India Today. This is Anita Brito in conversation with the team of Runway 34. We all are excited for the film, like I said. I want to know, what are you feeling right now? It's just a week more.
What I am feeling, I don't know, because I am still running from pillar to post to finish the post of the film, which is just getting over today. And so once the release comes closer, then I'll start thinking what's happening.
Right.
I have butterflies. I am just hoping, which I'm sure the film is good. We're just hoping people like it, and when the release date is just those last 4-5 days are very difficult. You either want them to pass jaldi se that you know the result, or you feel ki yaar abhi bata do. Yeah, I just want to hear what people have to say about the film. So I have butterflies.
But sir, after 31 years also, you still have those butterflies and you get nervous before the release?
There is certain kind of nervousness. Not butterflies, but you're anxious more than nervous. That you want to know what the result is because you worked so hard and you feel a certain way the film should perform, at least appreciation wise. So yeah, that anxiousness is there to know ab kya hoga.
Like I mentioned, it's going to be 31 years on November this year. Phool Aur Kaate released in November. How do you look back at your journey, sir, as an actor?
I don't have the time to look back. I don't want to look back. The moment I feel when you look back, you're wasting your time not looking ahead.
Yeah.
So you might as well look ahead because those challenges are over. The challenges are right there in front of you.
Right. But people expect, after a certain number of years working, they go very slow or aaram se le lete. But you have 10 films coming up. I was just going through your filmography.
Oh yeah, not 10.
10. I was just counting. You have Bhola, you have Maidan, Thank God, Drishyam 2, Golmaal, Singham 3.
Golmaal and all this time.
Still,
yeah, I mean, Singham is there.
Yeah.
So these are the...
So how do you keep yourself going?
I don't know. I love my work. I love to wake up in the morning and go for work. And now the situation is such that after working for 30 years like this, the moment I have a day off, I can understand. The second day off is I don't know what to do with myself. Because you see what happens is also in those 30 years of working, you forget a lot of things in your life. You forget all your hobbies. So they are not there anymore. And then the only fear stays that अब तो वो भी नहीं बचा. तो अगर वो नहीं बचा है, तो फिर अगर ये भी नहीं रहेगा, तो फिर रहेगा क्या? So I think that is a fear, honestly, that is a fear. And you want to, the only thing is, and I really believe that the moment you stop working, you will age 10 times faster.
Yeah.
Every day.
They say, in Ikigai, that make your passion your profession.
Exactly.
And you'll live long.
Like I was saying, you know the rule in Singapore. Singapore, there is a rule of there's no retirement. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Which is there in everywhere in the world, but no retirement. Rest is rust, they believe. And
Wow.
you go to, Rakul, you go to a departmental store, you will see 90-year-old people sitting on counters taking your money because they can't walk around. So they are given jobs to sit at the counter and, just take your cash and give your cash. I mean, just take your credit card. And it feels so good. There are rules where after the age, if you've been a driver all your life and you've not upgraded yourself and now you can't drive anymore, you have free computer classes, you have free from the government that ab aake seekho at the age of 60, 65, 70, so you can work from home.
Wow.
And to upgrade your whole technology at home, like you want to upgrade your office with new systems and all that, they will give you 75% of the money if you're actually doing it. So you put 25% and they will give you 75%. So that is the kind of incentive. So why would you want to retire? You wouldn't want to retire. And when I used to go there, my daughter was studying there.
Yeah.
So I had a permanent driver. So he was going 4 hours classes every day because he had just touched 60. So he was driving also and he was doing these classes also. He's saying, now after this, I'm going to do this.
Even in Japan, they say that to live, and Japan is a country where people live the longest, and they don't believe in retirement. They say that share your meals, work as long as you want to work, stay happy. Like those 3-4 things, that's the ikigai. But they also believe, so they live up to 120, 125 years because life's not stressful. They do what they like to do.
Wow, this is something that I have learned today. Thank you
Yeah,
for
and for
sharing.
me, work is stress buster. So coming to your point, it's if I have some stress, uh, personal stress or personal issue or whatever, the moment I'm at work for those 8 hours, I forget about that stress. Which is very nice.
And even your birthday, you keep working every year.
I work.
Every
I
year I
work.
do a story on his birthday, and I've seen him working every
Yeah,
time.
I was
every
working this
birthday.
year also.
This year also you were working. You were working on the post production.
Yeah, because what have you got to do on your birthday?
Yeah.
I mean, I really don't know what to do on my birthday. I don't like cutting cakes. I don't cut.
See, when you love your work, then you don't want a vacation. Like my Twitter header is build a life you don't need a vacation from. That's the belief in life. So when you wake up in the morning to go to shoot or love your work, why will you want a chutti or why will you want, oh my god, there's so much work. Don't create, people don't get work.
When you enjoy work, you just feel like
Yeah.
being there.
Exactly.
You don't feel
Yeah.
like being anywhere else. Absolutely. Coming back to you, we have always seen you going out of your way to prepare for your roles. And you have been excited about 34 since I was talking to you during Sardar Ka Grandson interviews as well. What kind of process did you follow for Runway 34 this time around, and how did you go out of your way this time?
So Runway 34, role of Captain Tanya required me to obviously be very well versed with the cockpit. So we had a couple of days of cockpit training and to understand the panel and even how to hold the levers and what needs to be done just so that it looks authentic and real. I remember making notes because it felt so complicated. And then we had a captain on set who would make sure that we're doing everything right, right before the shot. And yeah, I think more or less it was that technical knowledge about the cockpit. And then, of course, your demeanor sort of changes a little when you're playing Captain Tanya as opposed to playing a girl next door. So you're not giggly and all, you just have a different body language. But yeah, I think that was it.
Shivaay was in 2016 as a role as a director. What made you to get back on the director's seat for Runway 34?
I was too occupied for a couple of years, and when I was producing films, so I had to give in a lot in that also. Last was Tanaji. And then during the pandemic, we started working on the script. And that is the time I really got to work on a script properly and, to design a film and to make it. So it was just that because there was time for me and I got a fabulous idea and a fabulous script. So it's inspired from a true incident. And then when we took it forward and we just worked on the script, it shaped up so well that I thought we should make it immediately.
Were you aware of this incident before you all started working on this script?
No, not really. I knew the incident, about the incident, but I didn't know the details of the incident. So when somebody told me that, okay, when they came to me about the incident, and when I read about the incident, and when I was told about the incident, it sounded very exciting. And yeah, it is very interesting. And more than that, I love the characters in the film. And this man also, he's brilliant. He's got a great mind. He's fab at his job, but he's somewhere rule breaker. So he's somewhere grey. He likes to do things on his own terms and conditions, and that doesn't change for him. So the whole film has got a little bit of a mystery that, what he did, is he doing it out of arrogance, or did he do it right, and did it fall in place, or it was just by chance? So all that part is very, very interesting.
Rakul, for you?
I vaguely knew about it. There was a 2015 incident vaguely, but I didn't know the details also. I then got to know when I read this.
How comfortable are you right now working with Ajay sir? Because you have worked with him before. What was the equation this time around, and how was the movement this time?
I think this time around the entire atmosphere on set was very different.
And this time I was more of a director to her than a co-star.
Yeah, and I think also to himself, because he was taking care of so many things right before the final move was, okay, now I will go and do a shot. But for him to set up to do rehearsals with everyone, to make sure every angle, every light, everything is bang on, so he was more a director, and then एक second में आके he would do the shot and go back to being the director. But De De Pyar De, of course, the environment on set was very different, and also the film was very light-hearted. It was comedy. So yeah, but I think he just makes everyone feel very comfortable. So there's that comes from Saw.
Right. Whenever I talk to any of your female co-stars, they always have something to talk about your eyes. That every time they are like, your eye speaks a lot. Where when it comes to acting or when it comes to performing something, how do you take these compliments by your female co-stars?
I don't know. I mean, more
Did I
than
make you blush right now?
no, it's just that I don't make an effort to do that. It's just some things are God given. So if my eyes express a little more than what I do, I think it's better. Then it helps me speak less also.
You otherwise also speak quite very less. He's man of few words, actually. So there was a really sweet banter between you and Salman on Twitter as well. He released your trailer, and then you also wrote a sweet message for him. What kind of understanding did you both have with regards to Runway 34?
Actually, when we were shooting for Runway in
Yeah.
Hyderabad, we decided on a release date. So according to my timelines and stuff like this, and we announced the date. Okay, not knowing that that is the Eid week. So we announced the film, and then somebody told me, but I think Eid falls in that week. So usually Salman releases his films in that week. So I gave him a call and I said, look, I've announced this film and I've realized it's Eid. So I hope you're not coming. So he said, no, if you're coming, I won't come that year. So that was very sweet of him. So that's how it all happened.
It's very rare to see this kind of.
No, I'll tell you what. I think us 6, 7 of us who are from the 90s, that generation, who started practically together, 1 year here and there, 1-2 years here and there, we share a great rapport. We all support each other. I mean, whatever the media can write something, some issues between me and Shah Rukh, but they're not there. I mean, we speak over the telephone. We are all fine, and whenever one has a problem, the other is standing by. And we trust each other. We believe in each other that if somebody says that we are there with you, means we there. So we have never had a problem ever. It's just sometimes what happens is they are also created not just by media, but sometimes what happens, there are fanatic fans who we don't control, on all sides. So when they start fighting with each other, they think two actors are fighting. So I think that is a perception which goes out, and then actually we speak कि यार उनको control करो हमारे control में नहीं हमारे control में. So it happens sometimes, but I would like to tell all the fans that we are all as one, and next time if they are fighting over us, please don't fight.
Coming back to you have done OTT recently. Would you like to explore that medium more?
I think it's a great medium. I would like to explore. In fact, I would do a part 2 for that because I'm committed to it. For an actor, any platform that you can show your performance, where you can perform, I would say, is a great platform. And if there is a good balance, there are films which are meant for big screen, and there will be stories told which are meant for the OTT platforms. So I think, and I would like to tell all different kind of stories. So why not create that balance?
Rakul, will you be open to doing OTT shows?
Absolutely. I think it's a great medium, like I said, and I'm just waiting for something path-breaking, like something really challenging if it's OTT.
And actors all over the world are doing, big actors.
Yeah, and I think it's a completely different reach, completely different way of telling a story, long format stories. So much more you can do with that. So if something exciting comes my way, why not?
What about who is your biggest critics at back home for both of you?
My kids.
My parents.
And what is the critic that they have criticized some of your work?
Oh, they criticize everything. They criticize everything. They'll like something very much also, but they will remove one fault out of it also.
Okay.
So,
yeah.
And how excited are they for Runway 34?
They are pretty excited after the trailer. Now they're waiting to watch the film.
Right. Rakul, for you, what has been the biggest critic?
They will say if they think that I've said something wrong in an interview, or if they don't like what I'm wearing, or sometimes it happens that you end up using the wrong word.
That too happens very often.
So my dad will say, when you're in this work, you get less time to read. but you must read so that your vocabulary is. And I'm like, Dad, after 8-9 interviews, that happens, in a day. So things like that, and he pays attention to it. But yeah, I mean, even in a film, if he doesn't like the film, he'll say, you were good, but the film wasn't good. So he'll be very honest.
I have to ask you this, since you are in the industry since 31 years, what about your kids? What are they currently interested in?
Nothing. My
Anything in
daughter's
future
studying.
that we can
She's studying in Switzerland, and right now she's just into studies. My son is 11. He every second day, he is interested in something new. So he's playing a lot of football, and now he's gotten into volleyball also, which I'm very happy about, because I was very worried about during the pandemic. It was just gaming. He couldn't go out, couldn't meet friends, and now that school has started and he started going outdoors, so he's getting into all that again. So I'm very happy about it.
So if Phoolo Kate is remade now, who do you think from the younger generation can be, a part of that film?
I don't know. I've thought of remaking Phoolo Kate. I mean, changing the version a little and things like this.
And directing yourself?
No, not really. Not necessarily. But I think a film like Phoolo Kate will always need a new actor, not somebody established.
Okay.
So if I work something out also, it'll be a new guy.
Awesome. This will be my last question. You, like I said, you have a lot of films coming up. Which film I know every film is special, but which film are you very, very excited for?
Of course, I'm very excited about this. And I'm also very excited about Maidan. It is one of the best films I've done and one of the best characters I've played. So that is one thing I'm also looking forward to.
Rakul, for you?
Runway. Very, very excited about. And I think I'm excited about all, It's not fair. I think whichever releases next, I'll feel that excitement. Mostly Dr. G, Chhatri Wali.
Sorry, I had to ask this and I completely forgot. Mr. Bachchan is the main person. You have worked with Mr. Bachchan earlier. How was it this time? How was the equation this time with both of you?
Same.
You have been
He's
excited.
Fabulous as ever. He's an inspiration as ever. He's a director's actor. He's waiting there, standing there to mold him in the way you want him to mold. And what to say, he's outstanding. Every time he surprises you.
Rakul?
For me, it was the first time, and I think I'll always cherish this experience of working with him. I hope I get more opportunities to work with him, because he is so inspirational as a person, as an actor, as just who he is, for his dedication, I can go on, and there's a reason why Amit sir is who he is.
Yeah.
And that drive at that age, I think there's so much we need to learn from him.
Well, on that note, thank you so much for talking with me, and thank all the very best for Runway 34. Looking forward to it.
Thank you
so
so
much.
Thank you.